Right now, somewhere in the world, a brand new car rolls off a factory line every 2 seconds. Steel doors, glass windows, rubber tires, an engine that fires a controlled explosion hundreds of times per minute, all of it assembled in perfect order. But here's the question nobody asks. Where did any of it actually come from? Not the factory, not the parts supplier, before any of that. What is a car? When you strip away every human process, every machine, every building, you're left with rocks, dirt, trees, ancient liquid buried underground for 300 million years. That's it. So today, you're going back to the beginning. You have one rock, and your mission is to build a car from scratch. Here's how far that one rock can actually take you. Step 1. And this is the part everyone skips. You don't start with the car. You start with staying alive. No civilization ever invented anything complicated on an empty stomach. Every great leap in human history was made by someone who had already solved hunger. So you solve it first. You find food. You build fire. You sleep near it. Weeks pass. Then something shifts. For the first time, you have what every inventor in history needed before they invented anything. Free time. The moment a human being stops just surviving is the moment they start building. So now you turn back to that rock. And you ask it a question it's been waiting centuries to answer. What's inside you? You build a furnace, not a campfire, something serious. Packed charcoal, forced air, temperatures that climb past anything nature produces on its own. And then the rock does something extraordinary. It starts to bleed. A thick, glowing orange liquid pools at the bottom of the furnace. That's iron. It was in there the entire time. You pour it, you shape it, you let it cool. You just pulled metal out of a rock with nothing but heat and patience. Every civilization that ever built roads, bridges, or machines started exactly here. You're not behind. You're right on schedule. But iron alone isn't enough. Iron is strong, but brittle. Drop it wrong, and it cracks. A car needs something tougher. So you reheat the iron, blast pure oxygen through it, burn off the excess carbon, and what pours out the other side is steel. Harder, more flexible, lighter than you'd expect. 70% of every car ever made is steel. The frame, the doors, the roof, the engine block, all of it starts as a rock that bled orange in a furnace. You roll it flat, you press it into shape, you have a skeleton. Now the car needs to move. And movement needs something no rock can give you. You need a rubber tree. You find one, cut into the bark, and collect the white liquid that drips out slowly like a secret. That's latex, natural rubber. You heat it with sulfur, a process called vulcanization, and it transforms from a sticky liquid into something tough enough to grip a road at speed, absorb a pothole, and last 100,000 kilometers. You shape it around steel wire reinforcements. 4 tires, built from tree sap and rock, and a chemical reaction discovered in the 1840s that changed transportation forever. But tires don't move themselves. You need fuel, so you dig, past the topsoil, past the rock layers, until you hit something thick, black, and ancient. Petroleum. The compressed remains of organisms that lived and died 300 million years before you were born. You refine it, strip away the heavy parts, and what's left ignites fast and clean. That's your engine's heartbeat. The engine itself is cast iron and steel shaped into cylinders. Fuel burns inside. The explosion drives a piston downward. That motion spins a crankshaft. The crankshaft turns the wheels. 4 explosions per cylinder, hundreds of times per second, perfectly timed. Copper wire, pulled from ore, drawn impossibly thin, carries the spark that starts each one. The windows are melted sand, hardened into glass. The seats are petroleum turned into foam. The dashboard, the paint, the brake fluid, all of it traced back to rock, tree, or oil. You fit the last piece. You pour in the fuel. You turn the key. It starts. A car isn't a machine. Not really. It's the earth, rearranged. Every material in it was already here, sitting in the ground, growing in a forest, or sleeping under 300 million years of pressure, waiting for someone to figure out the right order to dig things up. You had one rock. Turns out, one rock was always enough.